I
Take
see.
two.
Take two. Yeah, we're doing multimedia too. We're doing multimedia systems. Now, so the people who look at the problems, now, if it's within the system, they're called system analysts. If it's within the business, they're called business analysts. Now, it should be no surprise to you that they're pretty highly paid because they think about everything that can go wrong with the system and what the main problem is, and try to put the problem in the sentence, and that's not easy. Okay, the hardest bit is not putting a paragraph and say this is a problem, but trying to communicate the problem in one sentence. See, so an example, which is not a great one, but the one I'm trying to think of, would be an example of Snapchat and Instagram. Now the problem would be, if I would have to shorten it to a sentence, be the problem of trying to communicate using mobile devices only with pictures and short messages. Right, so that was one sentence. Now,
How is that a problem?
well, how do you?
Instagram.
Now, when before it was made. I'm going backwards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm backwards mapping. So I'm taking the solution and saying, I'm going back and say, what was the original problem?
Oh, and then they created Instagram.
Yeah. So in your system analyst or business analyst will go, all right, can we communicate that problem with one sentence before we break it up into many paragraphs? So that's the higher order thinking. So or they can break it into many things, and what they want to do is find one sentence that will communicate all that problem into one problem. Okay, does it make? Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's pretty much key. So that's answering the problem. In the system, it's called system analyst, like I said. In the business, they're called business analysts. Reason, the only difference because one analyzes a system, the other person analyzes a business system. It's inter-switchable. There are no ouch. There's nothing to say you can't switch between names. It's the analyst that's important, not the systems or the business that's important. But because the analyzation is showing that you understand the problem.
Yeah.
Right. So the people who do it, they're called systems analysts
Yeah.
or business analysts. Now normally in the olden days, system analysts would only look at systems, business analysts would look at businesses. And now that businesses have started to use technology so much, business analysts and systems analysts are interchangeable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the word in front, either system or business, is not important, but the word analyst is important. Because analysts are the people who understand problems. So, and it's pretty key because understanding the problem.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so that's the first bit for you. And then once you understand the problem, you start planning for it, and then design it, a solution for it. You implement the solution, you test the solution, evaluate the solution. Is it cost? Is it feasible to do it? Can we maintain it? How much is it? And then it goes back to understanding the problem again, because sometimes communication issues. So let's go backwards to Snapchat or Instagram, for example. Now, if let's say the original problem, they said, how do we, if let's say I phrased it as, how do I communicate? Or how should people communicate using pictures and short messages? And I left out the word smart devices. It's a whole new ball game again. Now just 2 keywords, it makes everything different. Alright, the 2 words of smart devices changes everything. So just missing 1 word in understanding the problem, and when you put out your problem, can make a difference. And which you have to go back and go, no, that wasn't what we had intended. And you have to redo it again. Now, I'm pretty sure when Snapchat and Instagram came out, there were bugs in it as well. It's definitely not 100% working uptime. Possibly what happens is that when it's transferring your pictures, it might be taking longer than usual. And that goes back to that. Oh well, the problem is now, hey, it's taking close to 4 seconds before it's transferred. What can we do to, how can I compress my picture more? Maybe that will be the new problem. Okay, so then you start looking at compression. Okay, and then it goes back into the cycle again. Am I making sense?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You can see one slide can go on for a long time.
Oh, still.
So, data is collected to understand the problem and develop appropriate solutions. So if you don't, what's the best method of collecting data? One of the
Surveying.
Good. Another one? If you were gonna install new things for a business, let's say you're gonna implement robotic cashiers for Woolworths and Coles. What would you, other than surveys, what would you do? What information do you
Not
want?
me.
Eddie, you should turn it around and yourself.
I just answered though.
Now this is interesting. Who would you be asking? What's key?
Customers.
Customers. How will you talk to them? What's it called?
Customer service.
No.
It's for customers.
When you talk to someone, what are you doing?
Communicating.
Asking.
That's one word. When you apply
Question.
for a job, what happens?
Interviewing. What the?
Right, because it's a formal question and answer session.
Oh, so you're gonna interview
So there's
along
two-
with surveying.
Yeah, surveys, interviews. So that's how you collect data. Okay. User and participants. Hey, hello.
Bye.
No. They're here to stay. These guys are here to stay. They stay for the whole HSC. So yeah. So that's basically it. So the user participants. See.
How do you read the syllabus for IPT?
What do you mean? How do I read the syllabus?
Like, as in, like, I looked at the syllabus for IPT and it's so, like, confusing. It's not like the normal syllabus where you have one dot point and
The reason is because it's I'll move away from this.
that's same with business studies and English.
It's different. How much time do you have?
What time does it go?
Huh?
10:35, no, 10:25.
25. We only have 10 minutes. 11.
Right. We'll stop here. And it's alright, you can keep recording. I'll show you guys this. It's good that you asked. So I was asked to do this so that the formatting is correct right now. Now, if you
Oh,
look at that,
yay, progress for last time.
yeah, you see that it keeps repeating itself.
Yeah.
And the reason it's because each of these H's, 1.1, 1.2, and 2.1, and 2.2, is very specific, but you're applying it into information systems and databases. You're applying it again to project management, and then you're applying it again to communication systems, TPS, and multimedia systems. And that's why it keeps repeating itself. Now, what you want to do then is get the breakdowns of all of these and apply that to that. It will make more sense when you take this and apply it to that. Okay? So if you read like that, it will not make sense, because for the other subjects, what happens, like for example maths, they go H1.1, it's the first in the syllabus, and after that 1.2, and then 2.1, 2.2, and 3.1, and 3.2, all the way until 8 point or 15 point something.
Yeah.
The difference for IPT is that we stop at 7.2. For every, but we keep applying it into different topics.
So there's no more.
It ends at 7.2. It's application, development, and all that stuff. But you keep applying it into all the different areas.
Do you have the syllabus here?
I'll probably do. I would probably have.
It's 2015.
Alright, don't ask me why. Well, if you look at that, so what they want you to do, is this. You need to apply and explain the understanding. So this, all of that, is applicable to each of, oh god, I need a split screen.
Yeah, do it.
How?
Just control right key.
Control right click.
Unless this is the old Windows version.
This is Windows 7.
Okay. Just drag it to the side and bump it. Do that.
No, don't like it.
You just bump it to the side.
I don't
of the
think
screen. Keep
Right.
going.
Wait.
Sir, you're an IPT teacher.
Sorry. Doesn't want to bump to the side.
But you bump it hard.
Yeah, bump it hard.
Keep going. Oh my god, let me do it.
You go bump it hard.
the other one just disappearing.
Because one's a PDF and one's a Word.
Yeah, that does not matter.
Yeah, no.
It's a video. There you go. And then it's around for
Where?
You
the
bump it.
small
If you can
75.
read.
There you go. And then just
Right. And you
I
literally
can't
go-
read it.
Huh?
Can't read it.
Come up front then.
yeah,
No.
up front.
Not bothered.
Uh-oh.
Just open it up at your home. I can read it. Don't worry.
I've posted syllabus on Embedded since term 1.
Yeah. Just continue. So,
So-
you take H1.
H1, H2. So basically take point 1, point 2, point 3, and apply it to information systems and databases.
But when you go more down,
Yeah.
do you get like specific ones for?
Yeah, some of them don't, like project management and information system databases, there's no implements and explain effective management techniques because there's no management.
Yeah.
Okay? So we don't cover that until we get to that bit.
No, as in like, so this is the objectives and outcomes, but don't you have like a section of the syllabus aiming like for project management? Is that it? Is
Project
this the
man-
end of the syllabus?
Yeah,
12 pages.
no, it's more than that.
See?
So it
What
goes
what
on
is
there.
it to do with this
So-
stuff?
No. This is the prelims, which we've already covered.
And then this is we've covered.
Yeah, so we're not even doing P. Well, we're still doing P. for these 2 weeks. Now, if you look at that, which you can do it in your own free time, you'll find that all of these the outcomes are the same. It doesn't change.
Yeah. But we
See-
can still keep going.
Yeah.
We can still, yeah, so
Now,
we can
this
still.
is called content. Now, if you just look at your your prelims,
Yeah.
your developing information systems, which is the slide that I just used. Now, if you went back upwards to tools for information processes, you still get the same thing.
Yeah, the outcome. Okay, I got it now.
Yeah. Now, so basically they want you to apply this for every subsection. So it's different from maths and English and stuff like that. Make sense? So I think that's like maths, it's like 1.1 is, I don't know. I honestly don't know. Even though I sit in the maths department, I'm just too busy to look at the syllabus. So I honestly do not know.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna talk now.
Yeah, alright, let's have a look.
Like there's this syllabus.
Yeah, so I think they
What is
move
it?
differently. Yeah.
Did you print out the whole syllabus?
What do you mean?
I don't think the one we got in maths yesterday or something. Yes.
Yeah, you see,
That's-
every one
that's
of
not the
this is
syllabus.
different. There's nothing that ties in back
Yeah,
again.
that's what I mean.
Yeah. That's
why you
that's
think
doing.
you gave us
Thanks. Thanks,
I don't want to get up and get it.
Uh,
Too lazy.
Rachel, you're doing sport. Don't you too lazy. No,
Yeah, I am.
that's the only thing. The only thing that is in the syllabus that is compulsory is that 40% of your marks has to come up from your projects, or basically not from your exams.
40 only.
40%.
Oh, I thought
So
it was
60.
50-50.
No, it's specified in the syllabus. If you go back up here, it goes.
Oh, okay, don't worry. It's too much scrolling.
It's take out. It's all faster.
It's so 40 assignment and then 60 exams. Okay, that's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. It's compulsory 40%.
Addy!
She's having fun, as long as she understands.
With the phone.
Now, this, please, I think I'm repeating myself. I'm sounding like a machine. I spoiled
you
one
are.
of that.
We're doing multimedia systems and transaction processing systems.
Yeah. So for the love of God, do not answer any of the decision support systems or automated manufacturing systems.
No, we haven't even touched that.
Yeah, I won't be teaching that, but when you come across that,
Oh my god.
it would say that in either your half yearly
Yes.
goals, either in your half yearly or your trials. It would say question 15 maybe. Question 8, and it will say transaction processing system. Question 9, decision support system. Question 10, automated manufacturing systems.
Yeah,
Question
we don't touch that
11,
one.
multimedia systems.
Answer any of the 2 questions below.
Yep, answer 2 of your options.
Yeah.
Do not answer.
Automated.
You can try. I'm
I
not
don't think
stopping
you're not
you.
gonna get any points for that.
Well, you can try, but don't come back to me and say, "Sir, you didn't teach me now." Hey, I'm not supposed to. All right. So now bringing this back. Now okay. Oh yeah. Term for week 9. I'll give you your assignment next week.
Oh, week 9? Oh, it's due week 9. What's in the assignment?
It's your database project.
What's that?
Start working on databases. Remember how your HSC question keeps asking about SQL?
Yes. Oh, interesting.
And I'm going to tie in project management with this. So you manage your, it's your little project.
Wait, so the assignment that we get is going to be worth 40%.
10. The weightage is here. So, because in your half yearly, the weightage again, it's repeated.
We have 5